Eventually, it starts getting comfortable enough to start showing itself more, and soon they're having to scoot it off of the keyboards in the Batcave. It'll drag itself about, climb, and sling itself around their shoulders and gnaw with little teeth and claws on their gloves. They go through gloves much quicker once this starts. Even Batman melts when it starts purring. Originally, they were worried it was injured, but after the time it was there, hidden, it seems to have healed from whatever it was. Or they get to fawn over the little injuries and fix them up best as they can. It will only take food from Damian's hands though, and he lords this over the others with immense pleasure. Often, it can be seen wrapped around one of his hands and forearms like a snake, wiggling away and batting at its own tail tip. Its growls sound like little blips of static and gargled nails. Damian names him Favadi, Marathi, meaning that could mean a pickle or a mess. Let me know if this is incorrect, it's not my language. They aren't able to find out what Favadi is, at first. The Green Lanterns don't recognize it. Martian Manhunter has never seen it and states that he is unable to read its mind. Like there is nothing there to grasp. This starts a round of the birds cooing at Fav, calling him brainless, no brain cells between them, big ol' eyes, no thoughts, head empty. Starfire doesn't know what he is, but is absolutely enamored. It starts floating. That's surprising, but also not. They knew Fav has some powers. It could go invisible after all. Gravity has no hold, and now it happily makes its nests on top of their heads. When Fav somehow floats his way into the manor, this starts a frantic chase through the mansion to catch it, and Fav thinks it's a game. Winking in and out of existence, waving its tail from a chandelier. When Dick makes it up there to grab it, Fav just plops to the ground, scaring the shit out of everyone. Uninjured, thankfully, Fav scoots off into the kitchen and is caught by a heavily scolding Alfred. Sufficiently cowed, Fav is returned to Damian, and the little thing starts sleeping in his room. They don't know that this entire time Fav has been following them on their patrols. Staying out of sight but watching with glowing eyes to make sure they're all safe. An ingrained confusing feeling, it's when there's a big bad that things come to a head. The entire Justice League is called in, and eventually Justice League Dark. The Robins insist on helping as well. They need all hands on deck. Mid-battle, Damian is about to take a hit he can't dodge. This can go one of multiple ways. Angsty. Little baby man Fav takes the hit and gets pretty injured. Left limp and unmoving to the distress of everyone. Constantine, seeing this thing, is like, oh shit. That's a baby Eldritch. That is an injured baby Eldritch. We are so fucked. Because he knows that with this happening, its mama is about to come soon. Fav's form starts to destabilize, little body starting to goop into a puddle of green. Damian is distraught. All he's left with is a light blue, cold, glowing orb the size of a marble. Ghost King? Suddenly, tiny Fav isn't so tiny anymore. He's grown to the size of a 2-story house, hunched and hissing. Eyes wildly glowing, claws out and very large, teeth dripping green, tail long and curled around his bats and robins. Constantine, upon seeing this, shouts, "You didn't tell me you had a bloody fucking Eldritch? Feel free to add more or use this."